Okay, so this next exercise is called scapular wall slides. Scapula is just another term for your shoulder blade. So for this exercise, you're going to set up very similar to a plank like you would normally do on the ground, but you're going to be at an angle to the wall. So your feet should be probably about 2 feet away from the wall, and elbows at about shoulder height when you do this. You want your forearms to be relatively vertical, so you don't want your elbows super far out to the side or anything like that. So elbows in front of your shoulders at shoulder height. Step number 1 is you want to push your elbows into the wall to get your chest and subsequently your upper back to come away from the wall a little bit. So you want to get away from this sunken position here and try to fill your upper back in between the shoulder blades by pushing through the elbows. Once you've gotten to that position, keep driving pressure through your elbows into the wall, and you're just going to try the whole time my left elbow is driving into the wall. You're going to come up. At a certain point, you're going to max out on how high you can go. Otherwise, your elbow will have to come off the wall, or you'll have to make some kind of other compensation. So keep pressing into the wall, even as you return down. I'm constantly pushing my elbow into the wall and just returning to that start position. You can alternate sides and do the same thing on the opposite side, or you can just do multiple repetitions on one side. The real key component here is that lowering portion. So we want to maintain good pressure into the wall as you lower your elbows back down to the starting position. 1 or 2 things that people will do wrong with this exercise. It's very, very common for people, especially if they're not used to at all kind of engaging their shoulder blade stabilizers the right way, to try to kind of overcompensate with the neck. So I'll see a lot of people kind of doing this whole deal while they're doing it. We don't want that. So you want to kind of pull your face away from the wall a little bit and get your chin tucked into your neck a little bit while you do that, kind of avoiding this chin jut position. One other thing that people will do wrong as well is that they'll get way too extended in their lower back, and their butt will be sticking out like this, and that just makes everything sloppy. You can't actually get your shoulder blades to stabilize properly if your back is in that position. So what I would recommend is just kind of tucking the tail a little bit, trying to kind of get the pubic bone and the ribs closer to one another, and holding that engagement the whole time as you perform this exercise. So that's the scapular wall slide.